Now, we talk about best characters, which we've split up into best boy and best grill.
You do have honorable mentions for these as well.
Yeah, so you want to start with the boy or the grill?
I guess we'll start with the boy.
Alright.
Not the boy Kongming, but...
True.
My honorable mention for boy was Lloyd Forger from Spy Family. There was a lot of characters I could have put for honorable mention here, but Lloyd is kind of just the best part of that show for me, aside from Anya, but I think a lot of it revolves around him anyways, so without him, the show's work.
True. I had a very hard time with this one. I almost went with Lloyd as well, and then I also almost went with Kabataji. And honestly, you could probably swap out what I'm going to say with Kabataji, but I'm a little oddly, I'm going to pick Kongming as my honorable mention, because while I threw him under the bus during the review portion, where I basically confessed I just want more from him, he's a bit of an enigma, despite also having everything about him already out there, and he does have a lot of charisma that carries the show, and so I just feel like out of respect for the show, he deserves my honorable mention for best boy, and he is ya boy Kongming, so I wanted to just have a little bit more opportunity to talk about him. His voice work is very nice, it's very calming, and it does a lot to lend to give you an idea of what his character is. I just hope we get more of it, and it explores it a little bit more. And if it does, I'll feel even more confident that I chose to have him be the honorable mention for best boy.
Makes sense, yeah.
Now for actual best boy,
I gave it to Ishigami.
hey, I'm gonna jump in here and say that I also gave it to Ishigami.
Oh shit!
What
dude.
a good male character.
My man's asked someone out,
What
even
a-
though he technically didn't.
What a absolute Chad. Ishigami is like, honestly, like he is one of the best character. Like he has so much character growth, it's insane. Like not even just for the season, but in like all of shonen, especially because it's like a non-traditional shonen. But like when you look at where he started to where he is now, I just love seeing him collect these W's that he's deserved. He's selfless, and he's great, and he's growing, and he's gaining confidence. He is not fully there yet, but he's not going home saying that he's going to kill himself, which I really like.
Like, you can make the case that a lot of his stuff in Season 3 is just building off of Season 2, but when you look at him versus basically every other boy from any show we watched this season,
Yeah.
it's just the character motivation, the character development from that season alone is just more than anything else the others had.
He's exactly what I want to see a character develop as. I don't want him to develop into the end-all be-all where he's perfect in every way. I want him to still have his flaws, but I want him to iron out some of them or find ways to overcome them, and that's exactly what Ishigami has been doing since he's been introduced. He has, self-confidence issues, he has mental health problems,
He's just a very
trauma.
relatable
Yeah,
character.
he's very relatable. Like I would even pinpoint as why I don't like him initially when first introduced, is that I relate to him almost too much, and don't see enough redemption in him to give him the time of day. And then when he gets that, I just feel awful for disliking him, because hot damn, this is a good male character. This is how to write a character.
Yeah.
I feel like he really does elevate the show and is a large reason why I like it so much. Even being the turning point. Like, I would say Season 2 Ishigami backstory is where this show goes from really good to phenomenal writing.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I think, especially with Ishigami, this is a character who has a story that you can sort of predict, but also it's not the story that you think is going to happen for him. Shirogane is kind of like, he's a great character too this season, don't get me wrong, but it's also kind of a logical end.
Yeah.
So Ishigami is someone that we're seeing progress. Shirogane is more of an ending to a story, even though it's obviously going to keep going.
Well, best girl.
Best girl.
And you started us off for best boy, so I guess I'll start us off for best girl.
You got your honorable mention
I
there.
have my honorable mention for Aiko. Aiko is part of the heart, part of the heart and soul of Kongming. It's very musically driven. There's a lot of shows that I vibe with musically driven stuff. I like to sing. I don't consider it like something that I would ever.
I struggle to know whether I should jump in here or not.
Is it also your honorable mention?
It's not my honorable mention.
What were you gonna jump in with?
I just don't know how we go from she's your honorable mention, but she's my best.
If you want to actually wind back, and I'll bring up your honorable mention, and then laugh if it's my best, and then it solves nothing.
It's not going to be your best.
Okay. So let's rewind. You start us off.
Okay, that makes more sense,
yeah.
yeah. So, my honorable mention for Mist Grill is Hayasaka. God damn it. Why is it your best? God damn it! Come on, man!
Alright. I don't know what to do. Shit. Alright. Just roll with it, I guess. We'll figure it out.
Oh, no.
Just tell us why you like it. What do you like about Hayasaka?
She's great. She gets a lot of character development this season. She's a fucking meme. She's great.
Awesome. My honorable mention went to Aiko from Kongming. She's a lot of the heart and soul of the series. I'm someone that likes to sing. I don't like do it like professionally, or like it's not something I strive to like do. But like I'm the type of person that really likes singing, like with friends out in public or like in my car driving. So I do resonate with characters that are very passionate about music, because while I wouldn't consider myself like someone that strives to hit a high note in music, in fact, worth noting, I do respect this girl right here for also liking music. Worth putting that out there. What a good pianist. But yeah, no, Aiko was someone I resonated with very quickly. She helps from the first episode really establish the show's themes, and being passionate about what you love doing, and putting yourself out there even though it can be risky and hard. And yeah.
And that's why she's my best girl.
Yeah. And my best girl was Hayasaka, so this is really funny because I don't even know how I'm gonna edit this, but just so you know the mess of this. We were trying to structure this so it went honorable mention, switch to the other person's favorite, and then other person reveals their favorite. But our honorable mention and best girls are just swapped, so at least we're pretty close in the regards of consistency. But we also give each other a light headache on knowing how to structure this. Yeah. But I'll briefly talk about Hayasaka, and then you can add anything you want about Eiko. So I really liked Hayasaka because I feel like she got the most character development in Kaguya, and therefore I felt like it was between her and Aiko in terms of who got the most character development, and it was really hard. And I ultimately chose Hayasaka. And I think for me, that's because I really do relate what it's like to have to put on a mask, which is effectively Hayasaka's character, where she's constantly changing how she acts depending on where she is. In my way of growing up, I had to do that a lot. I had to wear a mask a lot. It's not something... It's something you need to do as a survival mechanism, but it's not a trait you should retain when you don't have to. And so I'm just really happy that Hayasaka is slowly finding ways to show her real self to the people around her.
She's a good character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else you want to say about Aiko?
I honestly don't have a lot to say about Aiko, because you basically just said everything that I would have.
She do the good sing.
Yeah, she's just a character. Like you said, she's the heart and soul of Kongming. Like, without her, that show doesn't work for me.
Yeah, I would agree. I would say the show got better because of a lot of side characters, but a lot of them...
Fills it out very nicely.
Yeah.
But without Aiko, it loses what the meaning of it is.
Yeah, a lot of the characters' chemistry work off Aiko, and if they don't work off Aiko,
she's just fucking hilarious too. Yeah. So that helps a lot as well.
She's a bit of an airhead, which you see a lot of in anime, but she's endearing enough where like it's not, the show doesn't pour into it like it does for some shows. Like I'm calling her that in the best of ways. It's like a light airhead, not you're going to be annoyed because they're going to use it for gags or anything. It's just you relate to her, I'd say, as a result.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I think that's about everything worth discussing here, unless you have anything else.
Not particularly, no.
Yeah, so that was the spring 2022 season of anime. Holy shit, this was a stacked season. It was actually hard to choose what I wanted to watch because there was just so much variety. We probably missed some things that was worth discussing, but honestly, that's fine. It's just the nature
There
of
was a
this.
lot this season, but you know.
We are also still figuring out how to restructure this series. This is our second time in a long time discussing seasonals. I do expect it to be a more permanent part of the series, but definitely leave comments and shit about what you liked and what you didn't, and we'll look into improving it as we grow this series and ultimately the YouTube channel in general. So thanks for watching Anime Bar Lounge. Take it easy.